Back to potential Chinese investment in the U.S., right? I wonder what the risk is of political short-termism in the U.S., because you were saying that, look, a lot of it's going to come down to what happens at the state level, right? And, you know, I remember, and I think we should also remember that you've got midterms coming up next year. And for a lot of these guys looking to hold on to their seats, right, a $1 billion factory in their state looks pretty good.
It does, but it does depend where the billion comes from. And we've seen at the state level backlash against PRC investments in battery technology. Now, I'll say battery technology is less sensitive than other technology, which may have a cyber element to it. But still, there was some controversy. There's obviously, for good reason, some controversy about PRC investments in certain land, certainly land near U.S. military facilities. So there's all kinds of reasons why PRC investment is hard. But let's take a step back for a second. I don't think fundamentally the question is about state and local regulation. That's important. What's actually needed for PRC investment to work is predictability. If you're a Chinese billionaire, would you really feel comfortable putting your money in the United States? And conversely, if you're an American, would you feel comfortable knowing that investment was coming in, given all the challenges between these two countries, given, again, that the PRC has compromised the critical infrastructure upon which Americans rely? The only way this is going to work is if there's federal regulation that basically shapes the terms of investment for China in the American interest. I'm not talking CFIUS. I'm talking about something bigger than that and more useful than that for Chinese investment. It's not a crazy thought. You've got certain practical problems to solve. How do you handle IP? How do you handle China's competitive challenge to other manufacturers in the U.S. economy? How do you handle joint venture systems and who has the ownership stake of a joint venture? And how do you handle ring fencing, certain cybersecurity and data questions? All those are legitimate questions. The U.S. has to answer those questions. But let me add one more thing. This isn't just an American question. Europe is also interested in Chinese investment in Europe to recapitalize Europe's Europe's industrial base. And I think ultimately, it'd be great if the U.S., Europe, and Japan, Korea, and India could get together and have a common approach to dealing with this category of investment. And that's not going to be easy to do, but it's not impossible either, because a lot of that can happen through the executives of each of these countries.